Hey guys, it's Jeff Beers from the 40 Finance channel, and today I'm sharing my 5 stock picks that will jump 50% in 2019. If you like this kind of stuff, please subscribe to the channel, like my videos, share with your friends. Let's jump right in. The first stock on the list is what I think honestly is probably the easiest money in the tech sector right now, and that is Nvidia. Some of my bullish theory on Nvidia has to do with the quality of their products and how e-gaming's growing, all those things that tie into it, so demand. But the other side of it, frankly, is just the beating that Nvidia has taken all the way through the end of last year, to the sense that it just really doesn't make a logical sense where its price is right now. So you see the PE ratio of 2140, that's very, very low for a tech stock. Forward PE of 2246. Earlier in this year, this stock was close to $300. So if we need it to grow 50%, in order to make my hypothesis true, it needs to get up to about 240 from here, which is $60 less than its previous high from 2018. So I feel really good that somewhere before the close of 2019, Nvidia will jump 50%. We'll see what happens. All right, next on my list of potential big gainers is Weight Watchers, ironically enough. So Weight Watchers is a really interesting story if you follow it from the past 12 to 15 months. Has a really low PE ratio of 939. Going forward, that's going to drop a little bit even more. But you see, once again, Weight Watchers last year, it had a high well into the 90s, and over time it fell to 32.71. There's a lot of questions with Weight Watchers. They did a little bit of a rebrand last year, and then there was a super popular app that came out called Nomo, I think. And that app service is projected by many to take over Weight Watchers' niche, right? So people pay $50 or something for this app. It gives them custom diet recommendations, etc. I don't buy it. I think that there are people who still appreciate human contact that Weight Watchers provides. I think Weight Watchers has a much stronger brand name. And when I think of my parents and I think of people who are over 50 years old, and just the way that they pretty much fail to use mobile technology with any sort of confidence, I think that Weight Watchers stays in a market where they are attracting high-ticket clients, if you will, people who can afford to pay the bills, people who can afford to immerse themselves in these programs. And the folks that are going to do Nomo are going to be younger. They're going to be 1, 2, 3 month subscribers, and they're going to jump out at $50. So I don't see it. The good news about Weight Watchers is we will find out very soon how their earnings are looking. Obviously, the month of January, it's a big time for weight loss, and they're at the bottom right now. They're at the bottom at $32.71. In order to hit a 50% gain, right, we'd need to be really close to $47, $48. I say no problem. Weight Watchers will do it. They're not a dumb company. They're not a fly-by-night. They're going to spend everything they have to get the ball rolling back in the positive direction. I love it as a 50% gainer for 2019. All right, next on the list, Health Insurance Innovations Incorporated, ticker symbol HIIQ. Health Insurance Innovations basically specializes in temporary insurance and cloud-based insurance policies. So temporary insurance is something that ebbs and flows a lot with the job market. I think we're coming up on a time where this niche of temporary insurance grows quite a bit. With the economy being strong and wages starting to grow, the amount of open positions available, we're going to see a lot of people jumping from job to job, trying to make more money. And usually when that happens, insurance doesn't start on day one, okay? you know, most of the time the employee benefits have some sort of a waiting period. It could be 30 days. I've worked at places where it's 90 days before, and that's where temporary insurance comes in, is it just bridges the gap between your old employer and your new employer. You also have a lot of situations where people could be, let's say, leaving a position to look for freelance work, and in order for them to get on their wife or husband's insurance, they have to wait to X amount of date or open enrollment period. That's all where temporary insurance comes in. So I like the market quite a bit. And Health Insurance Innovations is doing it really well, and they've mastered the online marketing portion of it so that it's all internet based. I see bright things in their future, and P/E ratio of $35 right now. You can see with the projected earnings, it's already dropping into the 12s or 13s from a projection standpoint. 50% gain on this one. Quick math is somewhere in the neighborhood of $53, $55. I say hits it hands down. That's my pick for 2019 with Health Insurance Innovations. All right, number 4 on the list of big gainers, Turtle Beach, which is a stock I've covered a few times here on this channel. Big fan of Turtle Beach. They make gaming headsets, the world of video games and gaming tournaments, all those things. A lot of potential in this market across the board in the peripherals division, which is where gaming headsets sit. Turtle Beach right now has a market share of about 40%, so they have plenty of room to grow. The good news with them right now is they're paying off a lot of their long-term debt. They're becoming more profitable, so we don't even necessarily need to see a gigantic growth story in terms of units sold. Their profitability across the board is just going to increase, and I do believe they are going to grow. And if you don't believe me, check any sort of Target, Best Buy, Walmart, wherever you go, you're going to see Turtle Beach proudly displayed very prominently in every video game aisle in retail stores across America. It's a stock I own. It's a stock I love. To get to a 50% gain on this one's pretty easy. We're talking about $22, $23. Say it hits it by a mile. So I feel really good about Turtle Beach in 2019 hitting that 50% plus gain line. For our last stock, stock number 5 on my list of potential 50% gainers is Trupanion. And this I would say is my riskiest pick in terms of a company's fundamentals. Luckily, it's a pretty low-cost stock, but as you see by the P/E ratio here, not yet profitable, which is typically something that I don't invest in, but I happen to like this market. They have a forward P/E of $316, so they start to make some profitability next year if all goes well. But if you're going to get in now, you're getting in early. Trupanion sells pet insurance, and they have a really unique story in the sense that they've developed a network where if you take your dog to the veterinarian, you use a Trupanion product for pet insurance, they actually have a way to remit payment to the veterinarian instantaneously. What this means is it takes a lot of risk for the veterinarian out of the loop to treat a pet. When you come in with a Trupanion product, they know they're going to get paid. This is a big problem for the pet industry right now with some of these fly-by-night insurance providers. A, they don't provide what they say they're going to do. They don't pay for what they say they're going to pay. And then B, a lot of veterinarians won't even accept the others because they're not sure when they're going to get paid. Or if they do get paid, it's 90 days later. Trupanion has solved it. They're making gains in the industry. It's an unbelievable opportunity if they can nail it. So despite their lack of profitability, I'm really excited about their future. If you wanted to hit a 50% growth story on this one, you need to get to $37, $38. You can see last year they got to $48, $49. So they've already been there. They've proven that if they get the right momentum, the right amount of earnings, they can easily go up to 48. Now we just need them to get to 37 to make a 50% gain. I like the odds. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 5 picks for stocks that'll grow 50% or more this year. Hope you enjoyed this. Please like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you on the next video.